So MiG-21, yes, it has been the workhorse of the Indian Air Force. We've inducted it in 1960s and still continuing with it. And this has been actually one of the most mass-produced supersonic fighter jet, if I can say. About 11,000 or so were produced, and more than 60 countries have operated it. It's a design which is very limited numbers, like Delta with the tailplane. And we've used it for our training after the initial conversion means after getting commissioned, to conversion onto fighters. So my first experience was in 1985 when I got, immediately after conversion, I went to Tezpur and we flew that time called the Type 77, one of the MiG-21s. So after flying the Kirans, it was a revelation that, the aircraft could feel like this. It's an amazing aircraft to fly. Very, very agile, very maneuverable, and very simple design. But it requires some kind of initial training for you to get used to it. It is good for its rate of climb. It was made like as an interceptor. So at max reheat, it could climb more than 200, 250 meters per second. So I think it is going to be one aircraft which is going to be missed by people who have flown it earlier. But yes, everything has time and place. Now we have to move on because this technology is old. It's very difficult to maintain this technology now. So we've decided to now call it a day for this aircraft and move on to the new platforms like the Tejas Mark II, Rafales have come in, Su-30s are already operating. So these platforms will take this place. Tejas was actually designed as a MiG-21 replacement. That's why it is a small aircraft. It was designed around MiG-21 and it was conceived with some kind of motivation from Mirage. That's why there's a Delta platform. And it is going to replace MiG-21 quite well, but it will have to evolve. Tejas now will have to think of new weapons for Tejas also. And as a training role, initial fighter training role, I think it can fit in very well. So we have this 83 contract already on. We have another contract lined up to be signed very soon. So I expect, like we had the MiG-21s, various versions of Tejas, whether Tejas Mark I or Mark II, or later on MCA, will replace this fleet.
MiG-21 has a history of shooting down all generation of aircraft, and the last one was the F-16, which was shot down. It had also shot down in 1971 war, the F-104s. So this has got a mean history. The way Indian Air Force has utilized the MiG-21 operationally, none of the air forces in the world have utilized. This goes and calls for the training, the kind of training the Indian Air Force imparts on its pilots, the kind of training which is done during peacetime, so that the operations, when it comes to operations, this aircraft can be utilized fully.
So you are going to miss this?
Of course, I have a personal connect with this aircraft. I've flown this aircraft, MiG-21, and Bison was the last one I had flown. We are going to miss that, and that is for all the pilots, almost every pilot in the Indian Air Force who've come up, not recently but prior, has flown the MiG-21, and then they've moved on to other aircraft. MiG-21 was operationally deployed, involved in 1965 operations. It had its fair share of operational history in 1965. Thereafter, coming to 1971 war, wherein MiG-21 was totally operationally deployed in all the squadrons, and the most important one of all is the attack on governor's residence in Dhaka, that time East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, on 14th of December 1971. 15 December the governor resigned. 16 December Pakistan surrendered. We had 93,000 prisoners of war, and all because of one turning point which this aircraft delivered.